Hello! It is your boy with the girl. Long time no see, everyone. Been a week. How's it going, Nick? She's not happy. Maisie. How's your week been? What are you up to? What are you doing? Are you upset, Maisie? Are you upset? Maisie? Do you want to go on the bed? You want me to let you go? Alright, there you go. Gone. Oh, how was your week? Was it good? Do anything fun? Making sure that this pad is actually on the microphone. Maisie, Sophie, with Oliver, and there's Heidi. Heidi's back here. Where, Heidi girl? Heidi, come here. Oh, sorry about that. Want to say hi to people? Want to say hi to people? Yeah. Your week was fine? That's good. Fine is better than bad. Always take a fine week over a bad week. Sophie, you're staring at something. You can see Maisie down there just licking herself. Right, Heidi girl? Yeah, you know all about licking, don't you? Yeah, you know all about licking. You got a chance to see Daredevil yet? Daredevil Born Again? I got the chance to watch it earlier today. It was awesome. Hey. Hi. Hi. Hello. Yes, you're cute. You are very cute. Yep, that's my neck. Here you go. Have watched The Boys? Only the first couple of seasons. I've only seen the first couple of seasons of The Boys. It's alright. Not exactly my thing. I enjoy it. But I don't, love it. Hey, Sophie. Choco girl. You can relax the toe beans. Alright, you wanna say hi, Sophie? Retract the claw. Here, Sophie. Yeah. Say hello. Dad knows that you want a Darth Maul lightsaber for your birthday this year? Cool. Say hi, Sophie. You're a goofy girl. You told him on Monday? Yeah. And where's Oliver? Oliver. Oh, he's just gonna lay down in the dog bed. Well, I'm hoping things get a little bit more consistent with YouTube work. I'm hoping. Hoping. Knock on wood. I'm hoping. No guarantees. I'm hoping. Because, yeah, this was the craziest weekend. Basically, Friday was, oh God, what was it I did on Friday? I did something on Friday. Friday was, what did I do on Friday? I don't even remember. I do not even remember what I did on Friday. What did I do? I can't remember. I legit cannot remember. Was it a rehearsal? No, it wasn't a rehearsal. It was something. Something was going on Friday. Logan was released 8 years ago. Jesus Christ. I saw that in theaters with my dad. Hey, Oliver, come here. Come here, Bubba. Everybody else is on camera. Your turn now. There he is. The boy. The boy. The good boy. Yeah, we're the only boys in the house right now, aren't we, Oliver? Yeah. We're the only boys. Yeah. Oliver. Want to say hi to the people, Oliver? Everyone say hi to Oliver. Here he comes. There he is. Here's Oliver. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright, you want to go on the bed? You want to go on the bed? Yeah? Okay. What did I do on Friday? Was Friday a performance for something? Friday might have been a performance for something. Oh, yeah. I remember Friday now. Goes to show how busy I've been. This is my first, here for reference, guys, how busy I've been. This upcoming weekend, March 8th and 9th, will be my first normal weekend since January 4th and 5th. But that comes with a caveat. January 4th and 5th, I was coming off a vacation. I didn't have any work anyways. So it's like I had vacation, but that was like settling back into a house. Like, so I was doing a lot of unpacking. You know, cleaning up a lot of stuff that wasn't cleaned up before we left. Excuse me. Grocery shopping, meal prep. And there's still a lot of stuff to do over that weekend. So it means the last weekend I really kind of had was December 14th and 15th. So whether you want to, like, the last normal weekend I had, like with a normal week of work that went into another week of work, was December 14th to December 15th. Or January 4th or 5th, depending on which way you want to look at it. Every weekend since then, I've either been sick or I've been busy, which means I've essentially worked 6 or 7 days a week for the last 2 months. And by 6 or 7 days a week, like a lot of those evenings as well. Like yesterday, I took a lot of time off. But I didn't want to do anything. Like, I had no energy to do anything yesterday. It was bad. The only thing I really did was, like, pick up my dog's medication. For those who don't know, my dogs, they have a medication that they take daily. But that's not important. What is important is Hogwarts Legacy. Ugh. Alright, so last stream we ended up doing it ended up being like those beast captures or whatever, right? I think that's what we ended up doing last stream. And so what is this? They did a character in Justice 1 iOS called Red Lantern Hal Jordan. You're just full of facts all the time, dude. Let's just do a lot of these Adalian keys. I have like, oh, I'm so fucking tired. Alright, what else is, I don't have the attention span for story missions right now. Unfortunately, he wasn't on the console. I mean, true.
Revelio.
House tokens that are around Hogwarts. Well, I can do those like while I look for other stuff. So, like, what else can I do in the meantime? J. For journal. A friend indeed. Talk to Serona at the Three Broomsticks. Wait, I actually have level 2 Alohomora now, so I can actually unlock level 2 doors. Let's just find a level 2 door, see what's behind it. Find the Ravenclaw common room or something.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Yeah, let's just teleport to Hogsmeade. Cats are fighting. I've usually failed at getting them fighting on the camera. There they are. Look at him go. Oh, and Sophie just... Are you two done? Is Maisie gonna re-engage? No? Sophie gonna re-engage? Nope, Sophie's chewing on something. I gotta get it. Get that out of her mouth. Sophie! Is YouTuber in America is the favorite color as you? Nick, I'll be blatantly honest. This might just be my my energy level being like extremely low, but that is not shocking. Because I'll be perfectly honest. There's over 8 billion people on the planet. And I understand there's like technically an infinite number of colors in the color spectrum. But most people have the same favorite color. But a lot of people have the same favorite colors. Because your favorite color is orange, isn't it? Serona here.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld
Red
potion.
is your favorite color?
And
I mean,
you could
makes sense.
retrieve something
Most people's
of
favorite color is
mine
like
in the
red,
process.
blue, or green.
A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
Keep that away from me.
Alrighty, so we're going up here. I wasn't really listening to Serona, so let's just see what happens when I go up to this area. Okay, it says go this way. Wouldn't it be faster to go the other way, though? That's just me. I just feel like it would be faster if I went the other way. But I'll listen to the GPS. It possibly knows more than me.
Confringo!
You know my favorite color is purple? It is purple. Purple.
This place has seen better days.
And drop it off.
Upper Hogsfield.
Bardolph Beaumont should have
Let me
returned
off
by
the
now.
broom.
Had by Doc. was
Dismount!
some gold. I remember you.
Excuse me. Did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph. Only he's gone
Bardolph.
missing. Rumor is he was
These
seen
are
in the
some
forest
names.
practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot, I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help
I think
would be
Jedi should have red
appreciated.
lightsabers. It's
You
up
might
to you.
speak
It all
to
depends on
Claire
the story,
first.
buddy.
Perhaps she has some insights that I don't.
I'm
I
sure there's a
can
specific
tell you
case
that
of one
Bardolph
Jedi who
was
could use a red
last seen in
lightsaber
the
as long as
forest
it fits
wearing
the
a
story. That's all I
particular
care
woolen
about.
Jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
This looks intriguing. Reparo.
Dismount! Jesus!
Reparo. Is that Inferior's wearing a wooden jumper?
So you too short about
That must
if
be
Jedi
odd.
should have red lightsabers. Motherfucker! I mean, it all depends on the story. That's it. At the end of the day, all these games, all these movies, all these shows, everything we're doing is a story. That is what we're doing. That is what we're talking about. That is what it all is about the story. Story first, every single time. If you want to have a Jedi have a red lightsaber, make it fit the story. You're talking about a one-time thing. Obi-Wan Kenobi has used red lightsabers when he was dueling with, was it? I don't think it was Darth Maul, but he was dueling with, I think it was Asajj Ventress against Darth Maul. That was in the Clone Wars. So yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi uses a red lightsaber for a short period of time. But as a primary blade, it has to make it fit the story. Nowadays, I don't think Disney's going to do it, just because of color theory and shit like that. And, you know, red means bad. It would either be a Sith gone hero that kept the lightsaber.
Ah, up at Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I do hope my brother is
Oh my fucking god, why can I never fucking... Do I already need a break from this game? I'm just constantly angry. There we go. Why did that keybind reset? Makes no sense.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wits' end.
Oh, God.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Nips in the hat, if you please.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard. When I ran Rock's camps.
What's up, bitches?
Reparo. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Don't have time for this. I won't rest.
Expelliarmus. Places.
Not quiet enough. I will make you.
Places. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest. One less human to worry about.
Places. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest.
Jesus. How much health do all of you have?
Won't distract me.
Jesus. Fuck.
Ranrock has fooled you all to your demise.
Okay.
Protego.
Wrong button.
Confringo.
Up for a minute dying, are we?
Confringo. Places.
Aww.
Places.
Oh,
Expelliarmus.
Get away with that.
Confringo.
I'll bury you in the deepest spot. I'll bury you in the deepest spot.
I could be a voice actor.
Confringo.
Utterly pitiful display.
Hogwarts Legacy, but every character is just played by Patrick Wilbur. I'll make you fun. Are you quite finished?
I don't think
Oh, you know you're good.
I won't rest.
Oh, yeah.
One
Expelliarmus.
less human to worry about. Someone
Places.
how nice and free yourself by.
Expelliarmus.
I will make
Places. Confringo.
Something died.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Places. Places. Repulsor. Expelliarmus.
You're like
Oh my god.
bumblebee, my
Confringo.
Too many of these motherfuckers.
Expelliarmus.
I will make you pay.
Places.
Why do I feel like none of you are actually taking any fucking damage?
I won't rest.
Places. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Jesus. It takes you guys like 3 business days to fucking die.
Both camps
Thank
clear.
God.
Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Ah, Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor cat.
Hello, Madam Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
It was harrowing, and they dug in their heels, but I managed.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What does she sell?
Thank you,
Oh,
sincerely.
interesting. Okay.
Marvelous. I could always use more of these. Oh, I do hope my brother is all right. Thank you for passing through.
And that's how you get quest back. Ooh, let's go and get this flame.
Welcome to Upper Hogsfield.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here.
Thank
if you
you for
are
doing all
able
this
to
stuff
collect those
for me,
hawklumps.
because I'm an NPC who has to stay in the garden.
And the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Oh, I do hope my brother is all right.
Madame Beaumont, I believe I have some news of your brother.
Badolf? What do you know of my brother?
I regret to say that Bardolph had been turned into an inferior.
Do I know of Balin's
And
Skull? Yep. From Star
I
Wars,
had
the
to kill
Ahsoka
him.
show.
What? But,
Unfortunately, Ray
but
Stevenson,
how could you
who played him,
possibly
passed
think
away.
that an Inferius was my brother Badolf? That's absurd.
He was wearing a woolen jumper, hand knitted.
No. No.
Great
This can't
character,
be.
though. I miss the idea of this. Referring to the Jedi
I'm
temple.
truly sorry. I wish it had been better news. I wish you well, Lad of Beaumont.
What more could I have
You had
done?
an orange lightsaber? Yeah, that's one where it slipped my memory from a couple streams ago when we were talking about it. His lightsaber did slip my mind because it does look more red to me at the very least.
Brother. Thank you for passing through.
Not even Ranrock's loyalists are a match for
To
you.
me, it kind of looked a little more red, but it is confirmed to be orange. And that was more to throw off the viewers into thinking he isn't quite Sith. Like he isn't malicious. Like there's more than just being evil as part of his motivations.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Repulso! Confringo!
And of course, he had his apprentice, Shin Hati. And I don't think I was much younger than the actress who played Shin Hati. Let's see here. Shin Hati. Played by Ivano Sakno, who is born November 14th, 1997. So yeah, she is just over a year older than I am. From Ukraine. Anyway. Is it actually up there?
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Orange lightsabers, you really want to paint one of your lightsabers orange? Only the blade, not the hilts? I understood what you meant. Yeah, just get some spray paint and get that taken care of. How's it going, dude?
Visit the cave to find Zerona's box of letters.
Rivals is
Perhaps
still
I'll
down.
find-
I
let's
legit
have a look
spent
around.
all of
See if I
yesterday
can find
morning
a box of letters.
trying to figure it out. Like, experimenting with all these different settings, going as far as, like, messing with the drivers on my graphics card.
That's all the whole clumps
Nothing
for now.
worked.
Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
I'm hoping that this next patch, where they, like, add the stuff in, is going to be working better. How am I doing? I am exhausted, man. I am so fucking tired. How are you? Like right now, I'm just yawning my ass off, drinking some hot cocoa in this travel mug. Oh. The only way I can get caffeine in my body right now is if I were to make a cup of coffee. And for me, it's almost 8 p.m. So that ain't happening. A Niffler statue. Go to sleep, boy. I kind of feel like I should. Works for you at least. You got Plat 3? Nice. I think my highest is still Gold 1. Since going to sleep at 8 is crazy, not gonna lie. Yeah. It's kind of like grade
Either I
school.
fight that troll.
Oh, I guess I'm fighting a mountain troll.
Together.
I think part of it is like on stream I try to like use more energy than I would playing games otherwise. Like say last night, part of the so since like I'm not playing Marvel Rivals, I'm kind of going through other games that I have not played on stream and like going for a platinum on it. Like Forspoken. Like Forspoken, by the way, a game that has broken computers due to how much it takes to run that game. The graphic settings are so powerful for the game for Unspoken, or Forspoken. So, English Kevin. The game Forspoken, its graphics are so intense that it has broken PCs because of how graphically intense it is. Last night, I was running Forspoken at max graphics at a 120 frames per second. Perfectly fine, no issues. It took me multiple games of Marvel Rivals. I literally didn't even get to the character selection screen because I was still loading into the match. A full 7-8 minute practice against AI match because I wasn't even going to do quick match. Just practice versus AI. I was sitting there waiting for the character selection screen for a better part of 10 minutes. So I can kind of play enough practice versus AI right now to kind of finish my missions before I start losing my sanity to wait times and graphics and all this stuff. And that's pretty much it. See, it's easier for new to the game mode. Yeah, it's like that clone thing where you're allowed to, or like everybody's allowed to play whatever character they want, even if they're already selected or something like that. And it's like a short TDM or like a short TDM or something like that, or a short free for all. I don't know. It looks kind of interesting. I'll play it for like what missions they'll give for it, like when they did the Clash of the Dancing Lions, basically the soccer that they did about a month ago. Like, I'll play it for what little bit they'll have of it, but I don't know how much I'm gonna choose to play it over like traditional quick match or ranked. I'm really excited for that new Cloak and Dagger skin though. I actually really like that one where it's like they're 1930s detectives or whatever. Like that looked really cool. It looks straight out of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I'm here for it. So I might use up my my units and stuff for that skin because that just looks really cool. But I'm hoping that with this new patch, that it will actually fix some of these issues that I am running into. Why are orange lightsabers so rare? You want the boring answer or the more like fun answer? I guess the more boring answer is because orange is not as popular of a color, and when George Lucas was making the original Star Wars, and by that I mean the 1977 Star Wars A New Hope, the original Star Wars, there was only two lightsaber colors, blue for good guys, red for bad guys, and that's as deep as it went. There was nothing about synthetic crystals at the time. There was nothing about kyber crystals or anything like that. I bet there was an idea of it, but it wasn't really set yet. It was just blue to represent good guys and red to represent bad guys. And then, of course, green came out and all that stuff. So going even into the prequel trilogy, when like all of us were growing up, it was like red, like it was red for bad guys and blue green for good guys. Until Samuel L. Jackson asked for a purple lightsaber. And so, because it was relatively a very recent thing in Star Wars to have anything that wasn't blue, green, or red, the idea of even other lightsabers, including purple, is still very new. I'm talking within the last barely 20 years of Star Wars. And Star Wars has been around for almost 50. For less than half of the length of Star Wars has there been a fourth lightsaber color, an official canon. And that was purple. And then you get things like gold for the gold/yellow for the temple guards, and then that's really it outside of video games giving you just like creative choices. Like in The Force Unleashed, you could get a black lightsaber. That's before the existence of the dark saber as a lightsaber. And so in The Force Unleashed, you could have a bunch of different color lightsabers, including black. With Force Unleashed, I think, coming out 2007 or 2008. But the orange color of lightsaber didn't officially appear in canon, I think, until Balin's Skull, just like 2 or 3 years ago, with the Ahsoka show. Like that is when it came in. That's when it came to be. I think it was 2 years ago. Was Ahsoka 2023? The show. I think that's the first time we've seen an official in canon orange lightsaber. I'm talking like beyond that of like the Jedi Fallen Order games where you can pick that color lightsaber. That game itself doesn't exist in Star Wars canon, but it is canon that Cal Kestis uses a blue lightsaber. The fact that you can choose your own lightsaber is strictly the game giving you a quality of life choice. Before anyone sounds off on me in chat, Cal Kestis in Star Wars canon, I want to say 99% chance, I'm pretty like 99% sure, uses a blue lightsaber.
Confringo.
So the boring answer, orange doesn't exist because it's not as popular as the color as other lightsaber colors. The canon answer is because, and the more fun answer is, it doesn't appear as much just because it's supposed to represent characters. It's literally just supposed to be a character who's more or less evil,
Better have a look
but
around.
not entirely.
See about the Hawk Clumps and the box of letters.
Being the example, of course, being Balin's Skull. He didn't bleed it all the way, so it went from blue or green, whatever color he had, to orange, which was almost red. So I do need one. I do want to get one.
Betting on the Dragon Price was the best decision
The
I've
Cook
made
and
yet.
Swagger, pimp named Cloak. Yeah, I'd probably end up getting that skin because it looks really cool.
Better have a look around. See if I can find that box of letters.
Star Wars is pretty cool. I like Star Wars. Star Wars is cool.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
All together. Fucking good. Made a lot of progress on the villains since last Wednesday.
That's all the Hawk Clumps for
Nice.
now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Is that Devil's Snare?
Lumos.
But sulks in the sun. I know Devil's Snare. I've watched Sorcerer's Stone. Those descriptions are 10 times longer than more complicated than the heroes. Ooh. Interesting. Knowing more about our villains than we know about our heroes. Nox.
Lumos.
I literally missed one.
I think that's everything. I should take this box of letters to Serona. She'll be glad to have it back.
There's a YouTube short on why orange lightsabers are so rare. Cool. If you want to share it, you by all means share it in the Discord for folks.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to...
927-ish left. Oh, so you have you're done with 9 of 27, or you have 9 of 27 left. Either there was 27, but you have 9 left to do. Have you completed 18 of them, or have you completed 9 of them? Is what I'm asking.
Forest.
Hello, Serona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle
Completed
with some
18,
whole clumps for her Wiggenweld potion. And
I'm tired. You gotta
I
spell
found
shit
your
out,
box
dude.
of letters.
Oh, thank you.
My brain ain't
I knew
working.
you were the one to ask.
Only 9 is crazy.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Yeah.
Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden.
You just shave.
Thank you, again, for helping her.
My
And for
stubble's
returning this
getting
box
longer.
of letters. It's nice to reflect
And
on
it's
good
just like,
memories.
It's just like, it's bugging me now. Like, I'm not talking go clean shaven, but definitely trim it. Nothing more than I've done in the past.
I wonder where they go.
You're creepy.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest.
Guessing
Whenever
I'll
I
stream
come
on
near,
Friday.
they
I'll
fly
try
off into
to.
it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly
The
were
only thing that'll
forbidden
stop me is
from entering
sickness,
the forest.
emergency, or
Told
just
horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally
some
intense
unforeseen
fear of it
event.
ever
I will
since.
stream on Friday.
It's silly.
And I'm hoping I
but
have better
I'm
energy than I am right now.
insatiably curious
Because
as
I
to
don't know
where
if I'm
the
going to go 4
butterflies go
hours.
in the
I've barely
forest.
gone 1 right now, and I'm
You
exhausted.
couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes. If you
Why
wouldn't
couldn't it be
mind.
follow the butterflies? Oh, a beautiful
Very well.
butterfly.
If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem
Either
to be
share
on
it
the
Friday or
fringes of
finish
the
it today and
forbidden
send it.
forest.
Cool. Look forward to it. Why couldn't it be follow the butterflies? You gonna go work on it? Well, have fun. With water. I do. It's really peak. I just feel like I went a little too overboard with the descriptions, not gonna lie. Do not worry about it. For the record, you've seen on my I hate to compare it, consistently compare your work to my DCEU because that's not exactly the same thing. But a lot of those movies that I've made in my Phase 2, or my Phase 2, my Saga 2, my Phase 5 specifically, that is me purposefully holding myself back. The length of the projects in, like, there's some movies in Phase 3, like Aquaman 3, where, like, normally it's like one, like, I normally write, like, no more than 3 paragraphs for a movie right now. It's usually about 2. Aquaman 3 was, like, a page and a half. By itself. Aquaman 3, one of the 39 movies or projects in my first saga, was like a page and a half. And like the finale, the 3-part finale, so this is 3 movies, was like 5-6 pages by themselves. And it took me like 2 weeks to think up how to do the finale for the first saga. Don't think of overthinking as a bad thing. You can overthink it, but don't include everything. Like using my thing as an example again, where it's like there was one movie I kept some information out. I didn't actually include it in the video, but people would ask me questions like, "Oh, how does this fit together? How does this fit together?" In the comment section, I'll be like, "Oh, that's because of this, and that's because of this. This is subtext that I had thought up, extra details that wasn't needed for the actual story itself, but for those folks who had those questions, it's like, yeah, that's the answer. This is how it would have happened." So don't think of overthinking as a bad thing. Just be willing to cut stuff, but keep it like in your head that that's how it would work, or that's how this character is going to be.
Well, we've come
You're
this
just
far. Miss Willardsy might get an answer
only
about these
using
butterflies.
3/4 of the information. You're cutting, a quarter of it out just for the sake of
Thinking in terms of
simplicity.
good and evil really indicates
Nothing wrong with that.
limited imagination, in my opinion.
You ever looked an Inferius in the eye? There's nothing there.
I hope that made sense.
Lumos. Well, well. Look what we have here.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterfly.
Hello, Miss Willardsy.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
Right, so I got a lucky leprechaun hat. So it's just a bunch of leprechaun clothes. Ooh, that is clean. That was clean. I like that. I don't have Stupefy yet. I don't think I have any really for dark arts. Yeah, we'll get that one. So now I can actually curse people, sort of, with Expelliarmus in the meantime. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. You need to go to the bathroom, get something to drink, go to get something to eat, do whatever you need to do, take a shit, I don't know. Now it's time to do it. I'll be back in just a couple. What do I do? What do I do about my chair? What am I supposed to do about my chair? Sophie, Maisie. Oh, fuck. The moon haunts you. I'm not actually sitting on the cat, so there's a small space in the front of the seat. You can kind of see Maisie right down here. You can see my hand down here. There she is. There's Maisie, still sitting in the chair. And Sophie's right behind my... Oh, she kind of moving. Maisie. Sophie's right here. And Maisie's... Oh, there's her head right there at the bottom of the screen. They're not moving. So now there's 3 heartbeats sitting in this chair. I guess you could say. Oh, Sophie's moving. Welcome back. Here's Sophie. Oh, Maisie's gone. Maisie's gone. Hi, thanks for keeping my chair warm, Sophie, Maisie. Thanks for keeping my chair warm. Oh, okay. I'm exhausted. Oh, I'm so fucking tired. Where am I? I'm in 3 broomsticks. Okay.
Revelio.
I mean, I have level 2 Alohomora, so I wonder what else I can unlock in Hogsmeade.
My first employment was at Hunju's.
Alohomora.
Is it no more difficult? It's no more difficult. You just couldn't unlock it yet. Interesting. Is there any more of them little, like, demiguises or whatever in here? Nope.
What do we have?
Alohomora.
Hi, I broke into your house. I'm here to steal all your stuff. Ever notice that about video games? That is pretty much what happens. Okay, let's break into this person's house just to steal their stuff.
Mine now, Lemmy, guys.
Yoink.
Revelio.
I pet the cat. just gonna save really quick. Mainly because many of the last streams where we've played this, I've saved, but only after the entire like 4-hour stream, meaning that if the game had somehow crashed, unless I was auto-saving, unless my game was being auto-saved, I was losing absolutely everything. Which wouldn't have been fun, having to repeat stuff. You know, it just wouldn't have.
Hello, Hamura.
Nothing else in here. I think that's it.
Revelio.
We don't need the Ashwinders. We can be fine on our own.
Oh, it's one of those. Give me your money.
Lumos.
And that is... somewhere over here, I think.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
The stupid fucking mouse.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
Working at the ministry, day in, day out, trapped behind a desk.
Lumos.
And that looks like a dock. Guys, I'll be blatantly honest. I do not know how much longer I can go. Why am I so tired? Because I've not... I've had crazy fucking 2025 so far. That's not an exaggeration. And the only breaks I've gotten are when I've taken the time away from work. And I think it's just catching up to me.
Lumos.
So like today,
If my child turned out to be a squib, I don't know what I'd do.
I was tired after a full day of work. We've got a massive snowstorm. It's just... Think about it like this, Nick. Pause the game. So here's a calendar, right? If I can even get a fucking calendar open. So here's calendar. This is January 1st. This is the beginning of 2025. The last time I've had a normal weekend, I'm talking 2 days off in a row that I did not have to take PTO for, was January 4th and January 5th. The 11th and 12th where I'd worked both days. And then I end up getting sick with the flu on the 16th. I am then sick with the flu through the rest of January. And starting as early as the 1st of February, I was making road trips, 25th or the 1st, I can't remember which day. I think it was 25th, making road trips every Saturday, working the entire Saturday. And you're so tired after working that entire Saturday at this job I have, that the entire Sunday, you can't recover. So then you go into another full work week. But here's the thing with my work week. In addition to my normal 9-to-5 job, I also try to do this YouTube thing, which is 3-4 hour streams weekly. Which honestly, with also trying to do YouTube video, like long form videos and shorts, kind of means that I can't do long form videos or shorts because I just don't have time to do that. So that means I'm not gonna lie, peeking back behind the curtain, I've been considering dropping back to 2 streams a week, but maybe see if I can make them each a little bit longer, like 2 5-hour streams instead of 3 4-hour streams. So there's more time that I can focus on videos. Just things that I've been thinking about. I know you guys want to keep the streams going, but I want to make videos. And I have not been able to make videos. So long story short is, I have so much on my plate that I don't really get breaks. I just get a break from that job to go off and do another job. It's just that one of my jobs is for strictly money, and the other jobs are fulfilling in their own ways, like YouTube/Twitch, with this other job that I do that made me work all those Saturdays. Like, those are fun, but they're still exhausting. And so when you've been working pretty much every single day for the past 2.5-3 months, or you've been sick, so you've been so sick that you can't do literally anything, it's extremely tiring. And all I want to do is get stuff done. Like, another thing is like trying to read Lord of the Rings. That's another goal I've had for myself, is try to finish all the Lord of the Rings canon by the end of next year, the end of 2026, which basically means I need to read like 20 pages a day most days, and I haven't read in like a week, and I'm behind. There's Avatar trivia, which basically the answer to your question, Nick, is I am overwhelmed. I'm so over fucking whelmed, and I feel like I can't catch my breath. That's the short answer. And after months of doing this, and I was doing it a lot of 2024 as well, because don't think it all just started in this year. In 2024, I was feeling it as well. It's exhausting. Like, I looked at my schedule, like, at this point a year ago, so March of last year. I was looking at my calendar, and I literally had like half of the workload, and I had considered it so much work that I had plopped out a section of like my Thursdays to specifically be nothing. Where I say there is no 9-to-5 work, there is none of this, there's none of that, no YouTube work, like, between this time and this time on Thursday, it is to do nothing. And that was with like half the workload that I have right now. I'm so fucking, like, there's so much on my plate that I've put on my own plate that I ask myself to do. And I try to do it all, and it's just not working.
wish I'd paid more attention.
All I'm saying is, in the relative near future, don't be shocked if I change the stream schedule so it's less streams per week, but they might go a little longer. It's like 2 5-hour streams a week or 2 5.5-hour streams a week, as opposed to 3 4-hour streams a week. It's just, it's so much. I don't know. I'm trying to make everything work.
Aloha Mora.
Not to just dump all my problems on you guys. It's just there's a lot on my mind that I try not to share too much, just because I don't think you guys need to know absolutely everything that goes on behind the scenes. What? Oh, why is that? That was lots taken. Yeah, I kind of dumped a little bit. Basically, it just boils down to I've got a lot on my plate. And oh yeah, and I'm trying to fit a relationship in all of it as well, while still trying to find time for just myself. Because I value my alone time. Always have, always will.
Revelio.
And trying to fit a relationship with everything as well is 100% worth it. 200% worth it. But it still does take a lot of time. And it's something I'm still getting used to. Because your boy was single for a very long time.
Reparo. Revelio.
But yeah, the answer really just boils down to I need a long break from something or a lot of things. Because here's a like right now I have a headache.
Revelio.
Like, I have a headache right now. I'm trying to play through the headache. Not the smartest idea, by the way.
Aloha Mora.
And let's just say there's a reason I'm not doing like story missions right now, because that takes so much brain power to try to do a story mission. So right now it's literally just, let's just do a bunch of this side mission stuff, because I would love to platinum this game anyways. So it's like, I'm going to have to go around and do all this stuff, so let's just get a lot of this out of the way.
Never knew butterflies were attracted to treasure. Must have missed that one in pieces.
And honeydukes. Sorry, I don't mean to. It's not trauma, so it's not trauma dumping, but it definitely is workload dumping on all of you. It's just you guys don't need me to be doing that. It just kind of escaped. What's another quest I have going on right now? Not really anything. Attend divination. Acquired use an invisibility potion. Acquired use thunder brew potion against enemies. Acquired use a venomous tentacula. And acquired use mandrake multiple enemies simultaneously. Honestly, I just feel like seeing if I can get more of these moons and more of these keys. And I can get a lot of those in Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Cat.
You're worrying far too much.
Revelio.
Look at that boy.
Why did you buy me a set?
That ride can't be passed
I
up.
saw that.
Be thankful you have
I'd
some.
rather have no socks than be dancing.
You're not dancing, you're exercising.
Oh my god. What?
Lumos. See? And you said the charms come out in the wash, but
I've
it
never
hasn't.
known someone so dramatic, just like your father. Anyone would think you had an affliction.
Just me yelling at my mouse. Don't worry about it.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Oh. Okay.
Revelio.
Oh my god. What's dinging?
Revelio.
Students always run when Peavesy wants to have some fun.
Is there... There's that. Is there a key around here? Aha! Maria key.
Revelio.
Work, you stupid... I'm about to throw my mouse and break it. Whenever every now and again, when I try to move my mouse to the left, like you see how my camera is like stuttering when I'm going left? My arm is steadily moving to the left. But as you notice, it's not moving. Watch, I'll go to the right now. If you look at my arm if you look at my right arm right here, you can see it moving. And you can see it moving steadily, but look at my camera. That's the shit I'm talking about. This is why I need a new mouse. You know how often this shit happens in Rivals whenever I do get the chance to play, and my aim is fucked because I can't minorly tweak my aim. This is a piece of shit. This is a Red Dragon Impact Elite mouse. I've had it for at least 4 years. Save yourself the trouble. Don't get it. Oh my god. Almost done. You just need to tweak a few things. Cool. Oh, where? You going into here? Are you going?
Revelio.
Is it in here somewhere? Oh, camera movement. What does that have to do? That has nothing to do with Unk.
Aloha Mora.
Would you rather it sent today or Friday? Whenever you get a chance, it just doesn't mean I'm gonna read it right away. Like right now, like I'm probably gonna guarantee, guys, I'm not making it 4 hours today. But part of that's because like I can't be staring at a screen right now. Hi, Banana Man. Like I shouldn't be staring at a screen right now. It's just, I'm developing a headache.
Revelio.
On top of my low energy and generally feeling like crap and my overworked ass. Yeah. I'll just say this to you guys. It's not too much to say expect sometime in the near future. I don't know when, I don't know what it would end up being, I don't know. Just expect something to change in terms of my schedule for streaming. Whether that's an extended break or a straight up change to my schedule. The streams wouldn't go away. And I don't know when I would take this. I don't know what it would change to, if it would change at all. But I'm so fucking tired. And streaming 12 hours a week, 12 plus hours a week, on top of everything else, has been a lot. And for my mental health, I might need to take a short break from streaming. Or change my schedule altogether.
Aloha Mora.
I don't know when I would do this. Why don't I start streaming at 6 to 7, between, like, pretty much start streaming an hour earlier? So, number one, the reason that my streams are at 7, I have a day job. It's 9 to 5, which means that I have to have till 5 o'clock set aside to work. So yeah, here's the basics on why I work, or why the streams start at 7. So I like to stream late at night. I shouldn't say not at 7 o'clock is late, but later in the night, later in the evening. You just moved to a different house. Where to? The reason I stream at like later in the evening is because I like to have it be like the last thing I do in the day. Like, a big reason why I wanted to do live streaming was, number one, I had done it in the past and it's a lot of fun. But being blatantly honest, a lot of the games that I've played outside of like Rivals or World of Warcraft, and Until Dawn was that was a different story, have been games that have sat in my Steam library for fucking years that I never had a chance to play. And so it gives me a reason to actually play a lot of the games that I really wanted to play, but I've had no time to do it. So it's when I first started streaming January of last year. It's not my official like start. I've had some streaming experience before then, but when I started streaming consistently past January, like 14 months ago, it originally started out to just knock out a lot of those games. I was playing the Arkham series. I never actually finished, I think, any game but Arkham Asylum as a kid. I've done like most of Arkham City, but I was just so caught up doing a lot of the side missions, playing that as a kid. I never really finished the story. And then all these other games like I never beat Injustice 1. I always just played Injustice 2, so it's an excuse to play that game. And streaming just became an excuse to play video games. And it's like me setting aside this time every week to play video games, because video games have probably been consistently throughout my entire life my favorite hobby. And so that's what it became, is an excuse. Well, I mean, like what state are you in? What is the major city near you? I don't live in Minneapolis or St. Paul. But I'll tell you, I live near Minneapolis or St. Paul. So you get a generalization. It's like, oh, I live in the metro of Minnesota. But if you're not comfortable, I'm not going to pry. If you're not comfortable, I'm not going to pry. I'm not asking for your address. I'm not saying like, oh, I live at 1234 Street, Cityville, USA. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, what state do you live in? Did you move to a new state? If you're from Indiana, if you're living in Indiana, do you live near Indianapolis? Or if you're in Texas, do you live near Dallas or Houston or San Antonio or El Paso? If you're in New York, do you live uptown or upstate, or you live near Buffalo? Do you live near New York City? Like, that's pretty damn general. But if you're not comfortable with that, I'm not going to pry. That's just what I intended. You live near Atlanta. Oh, cool. I remember driving through Atlanta, because I live in Minnesota. There's not a lot of connection between Minnesota and Atlanta. But I remember driving through Atlanta a couple years ago when I was making a road trip to Orlando. Nice city. Atlanta, that is. And Orlando. But yeah, basically streaming became an excuse to play video games and to knock out a lot of the games that are in my Steam library. And I've put a small dent in the games. I'm not going to lie. I've put a dent into them. And it also gave a way for me to interact with you guys in a live format, rather than just make a video and read the comment section. It's something a little bit more live. Obviously, it is live. But that's the other reason why I wanted to do live streams. And when I first started out, I'm like, no stream schedule, at least for right now. And that was if you look back at the original streams, there was no rhyme or reason to the schedule, except for like the ChatGPT streams from like a full year ago. Those were every Wednesday at the time. And I streamed, I think, eventually I made like streams every Sunday and Wednesday. So it was 2 streams a week. And the reason I did Sunday and Wednesday, so it's like Sunday night is a work night, and then Wednesday night is I tend to do a lot of work on Wednesdays anyways. Like I have a side hustle, I have a full job. I tend to do a lot of work on Wednesdays, so it's like adding this stream is like a great way to decompress at the end of the day if I did everything right, which today I guess I didn't. And of course, I eventually changed my stream schedule to have one more stream. And even at the time, I'm like, this is going to take a lot of time out of making videos. And I've noticed that in myself, that when I added on the extra stream and went Monday, Wednesday, Friday for streams, I've struggled to make the other videos. And that became much more apparent when, I got busy with other stuff. Now it just feels like YouTube has just become live streams, and I don't want to only do live streams. I've never only done live streams. I've always done the other videos, and I love making the other videos. So that's where it's like I'm thinking about taking a short break would be like 1 to 2 weeks. And so it's like, yeah, you should just take Wednesday off that list completely. It's something that I'd have to sit down and just take a long, hard, fat look at my schedule and figure out what would actually be the best. Because remember, there's more than just YouTube that's in my life. And it's just a matter of reprioritization and trying to just figure out what would be the best thing for me. And it might just be a case of I just need to take a good break from a lot of my extra, for lack of a better word, extracurricular stuff. That's going to be like my side hustle doesn't actually eat up a whole lot of time. So that's less than an hour a week. Literally, like it's a side emphasis on side hustle. It's like an hour a week tops, but maybe take a break from like YouTube stuff for not like live streams for a little while to focus on making long form videos. Very emphasis on temporarily. And I love streaming for you guys too. I love streaming for you, Nick. I love streaming for you too, dude. Banana. Everybody who's not here. Connor is another one who's come to a lot of streams. Guam, haven't seen him in a little while, but you know, I love streaming for all of you guys. That hasn't changed. I'm just exhausted because I've done so much over the last, I don't know how many months. Especially like the last 6 months. I have been dead exhausted. These last 2 months especially. February was rough, man. February was fucking rough. Basically worked 6-7. I think I had maybe 3 to 5 days off in February. It was rough. Like it was. I think I might have had 5 days off in February. That's working 23 days. So I don't want you guys to get it twisted that I want to like stop streaming. I don't. I would just want a break just to center myself. Be like, okay, I have all these videos I want to make. I don't want to get ahead on them. I feel behind. And the streams, are you sure it's a schedule? Oh, I'm 100% sure it's a schedule. Let's see here. I'm not going to get specifics because I don't want to go too personal on this, but let's see here. I have my 9 to 5, and then there's that. So there's this. Yep. Finding time for my relationship. Then trying to find time for just me. And by time for just me, I mean like playing video games that aren't on stream. Like I'm trying to platinum Forspoken, a game I haven't played on stream at all. Just because I really like playing that game. It's a lot of fun. I quite enjoy it. So it's like when I'm not playing, because Rivals is down, and I save Hogwarts Legacy for streams, it's like, oh, that's something I can do off stream. Or time for myself could include reading. You know, I'm reading for Fellowship of the Ring. I have that personal goal to read all those Lord of the Rings books. And so, yeah. It's just a matter of trying to find the time to do all that. And then the live streams, as much as I love doing them, as of right now, it's just eating up a lot of the time that I have available to make videos. And so it's like, maybe take a break or just change the stream schedule, or I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. I'm not actually going to, I don't know how I'm going to commit to something or what it's going to be that I commit to. Just a generalization. What's the next big video going to be, by the way? DC Foes character concepts? No. Don't be sorry for asking. That's a good question. I will say, last Thursday, I'll just say something did get canceled in my schedule, so I suddenly had a couple hours of time. the outline for my concept for a DC-inspired Marvel Rivals, or a DC Rivals, DC Foes, if you will, my entire outline is written. It's just a matter of me actually finding the time and the energy to record that video and edit it and put it together. That's where the state of that video is at. So I think that would be the next video. And I fucking cooked. Let me tell you, I fucking cooked. I don't want to go into details. Because I want to save it for the video. I did more than characters. Do I wish I could stream every day if I were up to it? Yes. Like, here. Let me see here. Let me open MS Paints just to get a so I can create a like extremely rough visualization of streaming here. So if you have like, I'm not going to count Saturday or Sunday for me. Like this, for everyone, this is going to be basically my schedule from my time zone, which is Central Standard Time. This is, like for me currently, it's 9:05 p.m. March 5th, 2025. You can see that in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen because you can see my taskbar. You can even see that it's 21 degrees Fahrenheit outside. It's cold. So like for me, it's like you have Monday, you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Like an idea that I would have, this is, say, if I were to make it that I was working full time. Let me kind of work kind of like this backwards. Like, let's say I have a rough weekly output of a long form video. And each long form video, I have maybe a couple shorts that are built off of it outside of Avatar Trivia, which is specifically made to be shorts, with a long form video of a collection of those shorts each month. So, Avatar Trivia is the shorts. Then I have long form videos like what's new about the Avatar Roku book. That had a few shorts that came with it that basically broke. I basically recorded that at, long story short, to make shorts about the long form video that tie back to the long form video. So let's say Monday is scripts and outlines. This is not going to be perfect, but this will be a rough idea. So Mondays, I worry about writing scripts. I worry about outlining. I worry about conceptualizing a video. This doesn't have to be Mondays, but we'll just say it's Mondays. And let's say I do that in the morning. Let's say I start work at 8 a.m. I like to get started a little earlier. And I do this until about noon. I then break for lunch. Let's say I break till 1 or 2 p.m. I come back and let's say I stream, or let's say actually I take a good break. So I worked 4 hours, and let's say I stream 4 or 5 hours, and that's still 7 p.m. This is what I have right now, to 11 p.m. 4 hours. That is literally what my stream is right now for me, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. So if I were to be going the full 4 hours, this stream is halfway over. So this is an 8-hour workday. 4 hours writing a script, 4 hours of streaming. Maybe 2 hours of other general work. Maybe like if I had like a team, maybe an editor, or maybe like Discord mods or what have you. It's like communicating with them, preparing for the stream or whatever. So now it's like a 10-hour workday. Well, let's say generally speaking, that's my Mondays. Tuesdays, let's call those shooting days. This is the days where I sit down and I make sure I shoot the videos. And let's say I set aside, depending on the length of the video, I'll set aside my morning. My same 8 to noon on Tuesdays. And let's say, again, I do a 7 to 11 stream. Wednesday, this might be editing day 1. With stream 7 to 11. Thursday, let's say Thursday is reshoots, if necessary. And I guess this would also be kind of reshoots, if necessary, with more editing, if need be. Same thing, stream 7 to 11. And then Friday would be probably upload, / schedule. It's because I don't actually like just flat out upload the video. I will actually schedule it. So it's like, oh, my videos tending, like, people are on my channel tend to watch my videos at this time. So it's not that time right now. So I'll schedule that for tomorrow at that time. So it's going to sit overnight and it'll upload when it's optimal. Whatever. And Friday I might find, I'll just say other things I haven't thought of for the sake of simplicity. 7 to 11 stream. That's 5 streams a week. But it would all depend on like different factors that I'm not really going to worry about right now because I don't know those factors yet. That would be a rough schedule for doing content creation full time while not touching weekends. And you know what this would be for me? Gold. This is what I would love. Assuming that this made me enough, not to be like rich, but enough to be comfortable financially. Enough to, like, it pays my bills. I can afford a decent house or apartment or condo or what have you. And basically my job is to be a fan of the franchises that I love. That would be my job. And that is what I would love. So, like, for example, there is a new book for Avatar: The Last Airbender coming out in July. Give me 1 second to pull up a browser. Oh, what's the book called? It is... You can read it whenever your break is over. Awesome. Yeah, so this is the book I was thinking of. City of Echoes is what it's called. So here is the Avatar wiki. This is a new book that's coming out in July for Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is actually on a very minor character from the cartoon that appears mainly in one episode. Her name is Jin. She was a love interest for Zuko for one episode. And that was the episode where Zuko goes on a date, and Iroh set that up for him. This is a book about her. And it's like 350 pages that's coming out in July 22nd. So I'll make a video about this. So, like, looking back at like MS Paint schedule, it's like my job would be to buy this book, read it, study it, and then make a video about it and talk amongst the community about with Avatar about this. That would be my job. Something I'm doing right now. And what's crazy is that video would theoretically make me more money. So basically, the book is a business expense for my job. Whether it's a tax write-off or not, that's another question. I'd have to talk to a CPA, but damn it, that'd be fucking cool. You know how cool that'd be to have your job just be... your job is to be a fan of stuff you're already interested in. That's not work. That is just being a professional nerd or professional geek, whatever term you want to use. God, that's the dream. Hello, Amira. Am I a fan of One Piece? I have not seen an episode of One Piece. I heard that Netflix, not their live action adaptation, which I've heard only but good things about, but I've heard Netflix is making a streamlined version of One Piece, an abridged version. And basically it would fix all the pacing, which is what everyone says about One Piece is its worst traits, its worst quality is its pacing. How many episodes of One Piece are there? There is currently 1,122 episodes and counting. 1,122 episodes of One Piece and counting. According to this, it says that it would take you almost 3 weeks of nonstop watching to watch all of One Piece. I'm talking you don't eat, you don't sleep, you don't go to the bathroom. If you watch every second of One Piece, it will take you nearly 3 weeks. That's some crazy ass shit. Actually, if you add the films, it's closer to 19 and a half days. It's close. It is almost literally 3 weeks nonstop to watch all of One Piece. 3 weeks nonstop, nearly. There's their breakdown. And so it's like, I'd probably give it a try if I cut out some episodes here and there. I might need to get new friends because every single time I bring this up to my friends, they're like, you're not gonna be a true fan. You're not gonna know what's going on. It's like there's like entire arcs. There's like a decade of One Piece I've heard that's all filler. Anyway, because I've heard that Netflix is making an abridged version of the anime, that isn't the one that is not the live action, I may give it a try. Or maybe I just watch the live action and just, you know, admit that I don't watch the original anime. I don't know. It's too much of a commitment if I try to watch it. I am barely watching Daredevil Born Again, guys. I've seen the first 2 episodes, and you know how I was able to do it? Lunch breaks between yesterday and today. That's it. That's how I was able to watch Daredevil. I had to do it over my lunch break. But I hate to cut the stream short. I am mentally gone. I've been mentally gone all day. And I still have all of tomorrow. And I still have all of Friday of work. I will do my damn best to do a full stream on Friday. Because I do not work this Saturday. Or at least I shouldn't. And so this Friday will not be a shortened stream if I can help it. Because I don't have to wake up at the butt-ass crack of dawn for work. Actually, before dawn, technically. I was waking up before dawn. Yes, I will stream. I will stream Friday, barring sickness or emergency. I will do my damn best to stream on Friday and make it a full-length stream. Where I do better than I did today. Today I've been on empty all day, guys. I've been exhausted. And so, you know it's bad when you don't play the main missions in a video game and you play only side missions, because you're so tired that you can't mentally handle a main mission. That is bad. So don't be surprised if in the very, very near future I change something with the schedule. I'm mentally preparing you guys right now because that might be happening. I want to make the keywords might be happening, because I might not change that much. I might not change anything. I might just say I need a break and just take a week or two off from streams. But I want to at least have you guys mentally prepared that something will likely be coming in terms of either me taking a break or switching up the stream schedule. Whether it's longer streams, there's less streams but they go a little bit longer, or I just take a flat out break, or I flat out, cut a stream a week. I don't know what it'll end up being, but something will likely happen. But I'm rambling. I want to at least try to figure something out. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't checked out the new Avatar trivia, those videos are up. There's 15 questions on just the TV shows and 15 questions on just the extended universe. And the next video will likely be the DC-inspired hero shooter like Marvel Rivals concept that I came up with. It's just a matter of when I'm going to be able to record and edit that. I'm hoping here within the next week or two that's up, but that's just neither here nor there. I need to stop talking because I don't want to make promises I can't keep. But I'm going to go and call it here, guys. As you can tell, I'm out of it bad. So I'm going to get some rest and make sure that Friday goes a lot smoother than this.